Hi, this is Jenny, and yesterday I tried to contour my face using only Arbonne CC Cream, and I had some very good results, and I posted them on our group page and realized that other people liked it as well. So here's the video on how I created this look. So after cleansing my face, I'm using the RE9 body serum, the body lotion, and yes, I put those on my face. Works really well with my psoriasis. And the corrective eye cream on my upper lid and lower lid. We'll be using all 4 shades of the CC cream today, as well as the awesome brushes. Okay, again, we're going to use all 4 shades of the CC cream. We're going to use the light, or the fair, then the light, medium, and dark. And we're going to start with the dark. And if you suck in your cheeks, you'll see where your cheekbones are, and you'll just follow that curve around. And you'll do that on both sides. And then you'll put it under your chin. You're going to line your nose. Some videos on YouTube have really cool brushes for this, but being that I'm a tomboy and am just getting into makeup, I don't have all those fun brushes. So we're just going to use our fingertips today. And then we're going to put the shadow all the way around our face. And then we're going to move on to medium. In the medium, I'm just going to add a little bit more shading, like so. And you might want to take a napkin or a tissue and wash your hands. Because otherwise we're going to get extra bleeding in, and we don't want that. Now we're using the lightest shade, which is fair, and we're going to put that underneath our eyes, really cover up our dark circles, and also on our forehead, and then straight down the tip of your nose. Some videos have you do this step first and then do the dark. I've done both. Just make sure that you kind of keep all the colors separate and don't really run them together right at the beginning. So if you'd like to start with the light and then move to the dark, you can. I also put it on my eyelids there. It's a good base concealer for the future use of the powders that we're going to use. Okay, now is the fun stuff. We're just going to blend, and you're going to blend, 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 blend. And because I'm blending all the dark areas now, before I move to the light areas and work my way to the dark, I'm going to wipe my hands off, because otherwise we're going to get too much shadowing and too dark of a color. After I finished the video, I realized that I had not enough of the light on my forehead, so I did come back and add some more fair or light. You can use either one on the forehead just to lighten that up. The dark really accentuated my psoriasis. It covered it really well, but it just added the color there. So for my sake, I just added more of the light on top of my forehead there to really cover in that color of the psoriasis. So now you're just looking everything over, making sure everything's blended in, and then we're going to move on to the eyes. I'm using the Smoky Eye Set from Arbonne. So this is the lightest color, and then the chocolate brown. And I use this as just a base coat, the lightest color, just to put a nice even base coat on for the rest of the shadows to go over top. I put a little extra underneath my eyebrows just to give it a little extra oomph. I'm using the angle brush now and going to use the chocolate brown and color in my eyebrows. This is a little bit dark, and sometimes I will mix the two colors together, the light cream color with the brown, and it gives it a lighter brown texture. but today I'm just using the chocolate brown and not using as much. I'm also using the angle brush to create my eyeliner, also using the chocolate brown. And I'm starting on just outside of the eyelash line and then sweeping it in. This will help create our smoky eye. Okay, now I'm using another brush, and I am taking the medium suede color, and I'm using that just on my eyelid. That creates a little bit of depth. And then I'm going to grab the plum color, which is Cabaret, I believe, or Cabernet, anyway, the plummy color. And I'm creating a V on the outside of my eyelid and into my lash line. And then you always want to blend. Blend, blend, blend. That is the key of today's makeup lesson. Okay, and then you're going to grab your blush brush, and I'm using apricot blush today. And you can see I'm sucking in my cheeks to find those cheekbones again, running it along the line, and then again on the apple of your cheeks, which is why you smile. And for lips today, I'm using Shell lipstick, and then over top, I'm putting on Nude lip gloss. And as you can see, it gives you a really good nude look, but it gives you that glossy look, which is really, really nice. However, in this lighting, it looks really kind of goofy, so I ended up taking it off. And that's why you have the crazy faces. Okay, and just a reminder of what I looked like before the tutorial, psoriasis and all, and this is what I look like after. And today's version is a little less dramatic than last night's version. And that's just a preference in how you apply the makeup and how much you keep blending and where you put the contours. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and remember, if this tomboy can do it, anybody can do it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hasta luego.